My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Roguebook. Figured I should probably treat you to the intro animation that occurs here. Pretty smooth one. And then we get into the run. There's also a pretty good animation that actually leads into the screen that we started on, although I would have to start capturing before I even launch the game in order to get that. Hey, maybe we do that next time. I don't know. But what I do know is that we've beaten the Roguebook. However, actually, sorry, this is Nadam.
You beat the Roguebook. However, it seems that was not enough to let us escape. This is not the end. If you look at the gate, you'll see things are indeed changing. Maybe by defeating harder challenges, we can finally be free.
Let's have a look at that in just a second, but in the interim, what do I want to do here? Sifa for damage and Sorocco for block. Man, I don't love putting Sifa and Sorocco in the same deck because neither of them really has that good energy generation. But both of them have quite expensive cards. You're a good damage, but you're a damage that wants to tank, and you want to tank as well. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of feels like I want this space to be filled by someone so that I can start getting some more diverse things. We had Sorocco last run? Yeah, we did. It was the Sifa run where I tried to get too greedy. Let's do Sifa and...
Are you sure you're strong enough to fight alongside me, little girl?
Hey, Shara, I partner with him. Hey, Shara, I can partner with him if you'd rather not group up with that jerk.
Yeah... I mean, look. There was an interaction that asked for it. Let's do it. It's new. I've not done it before. Let's go in. So here's our modification. We click that.
We have completed one story of the Roguebook, but are still trapped within its pages. We must try harder. We must journey into the epilogues, a most dangerous place. There are 3 different types of stories within the epilogues: wealth, exploration, and heroism. Each time you explore beyond this gate, you may choose only one of each. The Roguebook is generous, in that you may choose any story or none at all. Take a look at what lies within.
We'll click fairy hunting over here. It spawns 2 extra fairies per chapter. Those are the golden fairies that you kill to get value. Or damage to get value. You can kill them to get extra value. All fairies are revealed and no longer lock your brushes and inks. However, all prices are also increased by 60%.
Each story within the epilogues will modify our journey in unique ways. The more stories you choose, the greater the challenge. Here you can read more on the details of the rewards you'll earn, okay, we're on this side, and the challenges you'll face based on what you've chosen. You must complete earlier epilogues in order to unlock further stories. No reading out of order. More challenging epilogues are written with more pages of the book. A wise reader would collect as much of this as possible. Perhaps with enough of these, we can escape.
So, that's fairy hunting. This is 1,000 dice. Runes of sight are 3 times more frequent, but towers are removed from the map. Yikes. And then there's the gladiator over here. All elite battles are mandatory. All elites deal 20% more damage. I think that one I'm definitely going to tag on. I feel like I always want to fight all of the elites, pretty much regardless right now. I could tag on fairy hunting. So epilogue 1 is paid modifier for 20%. Epilogue 2, 45%. However, at epilogue 3, you get a difficulty plus. Enemies deal more damage. I kind of do want to try and turn them all on and just see if we can do it. So I can't even see what the future ones would be. Let's do it. Oh, our maximum is 1. Win a run at that difficulty. Okay, well, if they're going to limit us, it's Gladiator. Makes it a lot easier. So the element that's going to be blocked behind me is literally just the end turn button. I figured there may not have necessarily been space, but there totally is. I saw that there was space by watching Sneaky Teak actually stream a little bit of this game. You can find that over at twitch.tv/SneakyTeak.
Guess not.
I happen to know that he may be doing a little bit more of it. Who knows? Yak-eyed common, each turn gain 3 block. We get that because of the embellishments that we put into the deck in the last run. Glass Arrow. At the start of battle, the equipped hero gains 3 power for 1 turn. And then over on the left, we have Bloodstone. At the end of each battle, the equipped hero heals 4 life. I wouldn't be surprised to want to get that Bloodstone really, really quickly. Let's have a look at Nodum as well. What do you got? Just in case it helps choose.
This one, okay?
Oh, right. Of course they're not more expensive. I was like, these aren't more expensive. Of course they're not. They aren't. We've got Flatten. It's just a big attack, 25. Actually, you know what? Before we look at that, let's look at these over on the other side. Lava Shield. Whenever an enemy attacks the equipped hero, they take 3 damage. That's really good if we have a consistent person doing all the blocking. Whenever this hero plays an ally, gain 1 power. So something like this, the Promote, which gives an aggressive ally 4 spirit and summons a brute, would not count as playing an ally. I tested this in the pre-release, unless it's been changed since. It may well have done. And then there's Amai Candelabra, which seen before. The Sky Towers have the extra radius. You can also see Spyglass. Critical hits inflicted on the next 2 attacks against the target. Does double damage. Mystic Egg is interesting. An ally that at the start of each turn gains 1 spirit, has a sacrifice. You draw a card and gain an energy for each spirit this has. So it's, you know, an investment kind of play. However, there is a gem in this game, or at least there was a gem in this game before the release build. I assume it may still be in here. I don't know. I'm not going to look necessarily. Called the Convoking Gem. And the Convoking Gem is slotted in an ally, and it summons that ally at the start of combat with 2 spirit. It dissolves the ally at the start of combat to summon it with 2 spirit, right? So that is great in a Mystic Egg. Chosen One would actually be really good with that as well. Double an ally spirit, upgrades to triple an ally spirit. And then we've seen Promote, and Mark is here as well. Attack for 5. The next attack against the enemy is a critical hit. I'm probably going to leave this for a bit and try and get enough money to get the Lava Shield on someone. That 25 damage from Flatten is pretty good as well, though. I wouldn't be surprised if I wanted to go for that pretty soon. I do like the Amai Candelabra, especially this early on. If I find, what is it, 250 for that? Actually, yeah, if I can find 250 early enough, I'll probably take that over the Lava Shield. Let's have a look at the Vault of Wisdom. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Slam has 2 sockets in. Costs 5 by base. Attack for 24. Costs 1 less for each card played this turn. We're not necessarily that great at comboing out a bunch of cards yet, but we would be if we had the Triton Lyricist, an ally with Spiritless that adds a headbang to your hand at the start of your turn. Headbang is a combo that stacks. Sorocco gains +3 power for his next attack, and it dissolves. So, in general, just a lot of extra damage for Sorocco on the turns that we want them. And also, it's just cards played. It's pretty good sometimes. Dissolves as well. Pretty good sometimes. And then the final option we have is Stand Behind Me, gain 16 block. The problem is I'm actually looking at the Stand Behind Me and thinking it might be the most valuable thing I can take right here. Triton Lyricist is interesting, but I think that getting a lot more block, a lot denser block, rather, in the deck earlier on is a pretty good direction to take. Let's fight you. Excuse me? Can I have the fight, please? One of these days it'll... There we go. You cut me off, how dare you? So the guard is already enough to get us our full block, which means we can follow up 2 strikes on the back line. So is Sifa going to be consistently in the back line? Sifa does have charge attacks, is the thing. So it doesn't necessarily feel like that should be the case, but... Out of these 2, Sorocco gets block for standing in front, so... But you take damage in front, you get rage. But you can also get rage from other resources. I don't know. I don't need to solve that problem just yet. Instead, what if we guard and get enough block to be able to strike 2 times because of the Fortifying Brew at the end of the turn? Seems like a good one to me. Absorb Soul 16, 16, 7, 23. Lethal.
This is wasting my time.
Yes, but you gotta get stronger before you take anyone on. Reveal 3 tiles. I do like that. Let's get the Rune of Sight first. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't want the Rune of Sight to get me towards any of the Sky Towers right now. But also, how am I going to get 250 gold without going to any of the Sky Towers? Maybe the Armai Candelabra is just investment for future? I'll be entirely surprised. Ah, yes, this fight. So the incoming damage is 12, 16, 16, 5, 21. That's a full block then. Although we do get this ability. This debuff. Vulnerability on our front line. Yeah, having AoE would be real nice right now. Maybe I just want to take a bunch of damage on Sifa. Get some rage. I like that that may actually be the optimal turn here. There you go. Damage me. I can heal that back up. These are summons. They don't have to be killed to end the battle, but because I can't target the Tiki Elite in the background, they do need to be killed to end the battle. Okay, vulnerabilities on you. Sorocco in front. Oh, this will be fine. Put Sorocco in front. The incoming damage is going to be just a bit too much. That's fine. Oh, no, it's not. At all. I figured it wasn't going to be a problem. I don't know why. Gosh, yeah, I'm going to have to kill all of these individually just because the sneaky tiki in the background is just a bit sneaky for us. Unfortunately, that was a minion enemy, so it doesn't actually heal us for having reaped there. That's okay, though. Sifa is happy taking more damage. Out of the two, at the absolute least. Sifa's happier with more damage. Stand behind me is already a full defend for us. Modify it with that punch. Over defend. I mean, if I can kill the Tiki Elite in the background with the soul, that would be nice. Especially with more defense in the deck, we have the ability to stall for those kinds of things more consistently. There we go. I'm getting it. You don't get to stop me. There we go. Not going to want to extend fights ridiculously there, but yeah, it had value. Full 8 HP. Explosive pigment. Apply this pigment to your brush. Reveal 3 tiles around yourself. Like, that is great. Already gets us to the Armai. The Armai. To what we want the Armai Candelabra for. Page, go. Ooh, a ranged gem. Oh. I like that. I like that. We're going to be holding that for a bit. I don't have anything to use it on just yet. But I like that we have it. Yeah, I need to just... my candelabra is for the next floor. And the floor after. A Quintira gets 3. Sure, we'll put that on Sifa. I don't know if Sifa's really going to get to use it too much, but it's on ya. I want some multi-strikes on Sifa. The multi-strike AoE in particular comes to mind as something I would very much like to have. Let's just fill you with damage. These enemies start doing a ridiculous amount of damage back once they're active. So having just one of them available on the field by that point, nice. I knew Stand Behind Me was the final card in the deck as well, so everything was kind of just lined up perfectly for us right there. You stand behind me and then just start damaging as well. 24. That's hard to block. Really feeling the lack of AoE right now. You go in front of that. We'll be taking 3. Not too bad. This could also be hard block through, if need be. Need does be, but unfortunately that absorbed soul is now definitely not in the right position. I mean, a single strike wouldn't have got me there anyway this turn. Let's defend. Guard. I actually may strike here just so that I can set up a turn where absorb soul would be a kill. Just strike absorb soul. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I could have set that up this turn a lot safer without taking any damage. Too much. Too much was invested in trying to get that, I think. 4 spaces in opposite directions, you say? So something like this makes a lot of sense, where it reveals all 4 spaces. It's just not revealing super useful ones in one direction, but the other... Oh, it reveals a narrative. That's worth it. Gosh. We've gotten a lead out at the absolute least. All space in opposite directions as well. Good. All spaces in opposite directions. Do I have anywhere already potent with that? Not that I can think of effectively. If I did it here, it would unlock that sky tower as well as go 2 spaces up, which actually may be the best usage of it right now. I'm not going to be optimal on resources at the very start, especially. Like, the problem being that I could sit there and think for ages and have the most optimal placement of an ink, but then the episodes will be 5 hours long. So some of them will be not entirely optimal. And as I play more and more and have more experience, it will be easier to more quickly get more optimal placements. God, we're so close to being able to get the Armai Candelabra. I just fight another fight. Another space worth of exploration from that actually gets us another normal combat as well, so it's really valuable. Oh, shame to lose so many defense on that first turn when you know the rest of the fight is gonna ask for defense. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at this. All right. Ow. Oof, indeed. Stand behind me is the very bottom of the deck. So it's absorb soul. So stand behind me and like strike for 5 because we've got the aura of weakness directly above us. 34% less attack damage in that position. I mean, 2 strikes from behind, and then I think I may actually have to defend myself to the front as well. So we get ourselves into rage. We're also splitting the damage across both characters, which is good because the Radiant Heart heals both characters at the same time. 16 and 5. Wow. Wow. Rude. Do I just use it for the damage right now? I actually may have to. That's fine. I'll take way too much damage staying in this fight for much longer.
This is wasting my time.
It would be wasting your time if I had have slowed down there. Explosive pigment, that's enough money. Go get the Armai Candelabra. +1 reveal radius translates to how many spaces? 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3. So it's 9, 15, 26, 24. 24 more spaces, sorry. And also gets us to this normal battle. Whoa, Alchemist. Love it. I should get the money to go to that Alchemist as soon as possible. I also really want to just reveal 3 in this direction and then pop a giant explosive pigment. Another Alchemist and a hidden Fairy well. Okay, I feel pretty good about that pop right there. Alright, Alki, why don't you swap one of my cards for me? So Sifa doesn't really want to defend that much, but wants damage. All right, Sifa. The melee, double melee entrench would be 0 block 10, which is pretty damn good, but you have to be at the front for it. The drain strength is charge, reduce an enemy's power by 4 for 1 turn. Heal 4 life, dissolve. We could give that a mirror moonstone. When we play it, adds a copy to our hand with no gems. Both of them dissolve still, so it's heal 8 life for 2 energy and reduce an enemy's power by a bunch and stand in the front line. It's not awful. Flame Blast just being 15 damage, though, is 15 damage. The only problem with that is then what am I pairing it with, right? I could see Entrench with 17. That's actually probably it, right? Yeah. The problem is I just got more defense. And I was specifically talking about the fact that I was going to need more offense, so you have to find a way to pivot back. Let's get 75 gold and go over to the Alchemist as well. Do that to the other defend. We just mega upgraded that defend from 6 defense to 17 quite consistently. Okay, this is good. We strike you, and then we absorb your soul, moving to the front, and then we use Entrench for block. Unfortunately, Shara is the character that cares the most about unit swapping. So running like a consistent swap build here, well, I mean, it might be a thing, but it doesn't seem like an optimal thing. Oh, you're gonna be doing so much damage soon. Oh, I have to start attacking you, God. Wow, this fight is really like quite aggressive. Love that at all. Frontliner is defending the backliner, but if I don't kill the backliner, I'm dead. So there's 20 block for us. I mean, like, yeah, I can stand behind me and take no damage this turn, but actually, never mind. We'll still take no damage this turn. God, I really need a dense damage card. Game. This is not enough. They block most of my incoming damage. It's really rough. Game, please. Okay, we're gonna be taking damage this turn. There's just no other way around it. I'm gonna have to use Radiant Hearts to heal out of the combat. Ow. Oh god, I'm also covering the discard pile and the dissolve pile. Let me see if I can move over maybe a smidge. I will find a more elegant solution in the future. However, the discard pile is not necessarily that important in this run at the absolute least right now. Strike. Then stand behind me, and we're looking to try and get Sifa the heal for 12 here. Should be a lot easier now that we're taking so much less damage. Here's the Entrench. Don't need to use that this turn. So this would just be a single defend, and then strike the front line. Gosh. This is going to take a long time, but with the amount of HP that is missing, it's going to have to. Just has to. There's the Absorb Soul again. Although it's not like I could have done enough damage this turn to use it anyway. Thankfully, they were attacking that turn, so now we can get some decent damage out this turn. Yeah, 2 strikes and a defend will do it. And that's a trip there, but Actually, don't draw Absorb Soul, please. Perfect. Because Absorb Soul currently will kill you, but I just wouldn't have been able to do it this turn. That disappears. It's only affecting the next turn. The trip's there. All right. Now we can absorb a soul. Thank you. And defend, and now we can just focus on killing. I mean, look, I'd love to absorb another soul here to help me actually kind of feel a lot better about this combat. And look, we will. 6 more cards in the deck. One of them is Absorb Soul. There it is. Chomp. So we found our way back to some safety there, but I definitely need a damage card. No two ways around that one. Gosh. So I'm going to have to find money somewhere. Oh boy. I did not leave any money on the map or anything like that. Okay, let's reveal 3 tiles straight down. Getting us to a new area where the brush is pretty good. Right. That's money. It's money, but it's more money if I can already do damage. Full life at the end. It's hard, right? Both of them want it a little. I'll put it on Sifa, who is more likely to take self-damaging cards. I gotta go to a Vault of Wisdom and just find a damage card. I can't take Teamwork. There's also Krog's Dinner, a ally that is aggressive. When this is destroyed, heal Sifa equal to the ally's spirit. You may sacrifice this. There's also that card in the store that does damage and, well, it doesn't do damage, actually. It just buffs an aggressive minion and then summons a brute. That is damage, though. But I wouldn't be able to buy it just yet. So Krog's Dinner is literally just 5 damage to turn to the front line. No, I can't take that. I can't take that yet. Damage. Mania. Attack an enemy for an amount equal to Sifa's rage, and then set Sifa's rage to 6. I don't love that. I mean, you know, if it's used only when you get into 25 rage, I guess. Shaman is an ally that has activate. If the last card you played is in your discard pile, return it to your hand, and then Whip Crack. Give an ally +1 spirit. If it is aggressive, give it 4 spirit instead, and then attack the leading enemy for 12. It also has 2 slots. I think I take Whip Crack. It's just, it is damage, but also it gives us a direction now, which is allies.
Perhaps.
I still wish I had more damage here, but I still don't think we're going to be able to do enough to you, but... Well, not really do too much else. Ugh. Wow, that's actually really good. We get 2 of our strikes from each class on the turn that we have 4 energy. I actually appreciate that. Then it's Absorb Soul and... Wait. Whip Crack? 2 more turns here. The only problem is we just went through all of our damage cards in perfect sequence. Are we going to get it again? It's a little off, but not too far. Can I kill you this time? Probably. Yeah, Whip Crack Strike. That'll do it. Hell yeah. I don't think we would have gone there without the Whip Crack. That's a lot of money. All right. Now I probably want to start thinking about the things in the store again. Give an aggressive ally 4 spirits, summon a brute. No. I want good allies. God, Chosen One will actually make a lot of sense in boss battles. With Whip Crack. I think it's got to be an Alchemist. And we transform the other defend card out of Sifa. Although I do need you to be able to get to the front to be able to play Entrench. Maybe I actually change one of your strikes then. Yeah, that's going to be necessary. And then I'm looking for an ally if I can get one. Combo, draw a card. If you have 0 rage, draw 2 cards instead. Fleshweave just heals 7 life and dissolves. Frenzy is pretty damn good though. Charge, attack the leading enemy for 8 3 times. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna make that melee and make it a lot easier to cast as well. It's good. That's the damage. That's the kind of damage card that I wanted. Ranged. Do I make Whip Crack free when played at range? I want to get another gem in it as well. Draw a card, discard a card. The card's attack deal 3 damage. I think we just continue naturally exploring for a little bit then. God, we've got so many narratives around here I could go to. Just been holding off because I don't have anything like really great that I want to get like more copies of right now. All right, let's go to a Vault of Wisdom, I think. Ooh. Interesting. Flamestoker. An aggressive ally. This ally has additional spirit equal to your draw pile size. So you build thick. We kind of incentivize to do that a little bit. The reason you don't want to build thick is because obviously the cards that are more core to your strategy and the cards that have gems upgraded in them and things like that are not going to be all of the cards you are diluting your deck with. So you're diluting out the value of that, but you're also gaining the skills. So you've got kind of conflicting desires there. Go either way depending on what the deck asks of you. The upgraded version of the Flamestoker from Rage just has 7 by base. Maybe that's just good damage. Maybe it's just good enough. Maybe it's not. That's also possible. I feel bad about that. If I never find another minion, I'm gonna... That was a mistake in that. So... Dragonfire charge, attack for 8. Whenever you defeat a boss or elite battle, this gains +5 damage permanently. Yep, that's exactly the kind of thing we want to get. We got 2 elite battles upcoming. I don't know what to tell you. It's exactly. Could not have asked for a better. There's mortars. Follow the boss's charge. Make an aggressive ally attack. Oh god. So the thing about mortars is I did have a run where I single killed everything with mortars, and that was the final episode of the sponsored series. I like the idea of trying to do more stuff like that, but there aren't that many cards here between these 2 characters that really contribute to effective mortars. I'm going to take Follow the Boss. Then we get Boiling Blood at the start of each battle. See if it gains 10 rage. Storyteller. Start each battle with a Storyteller. It is an ally, but it's not an aggressive ally. And then Regeneration at the end of each battle. Sorocco heals 8 life. I think we take Boiling Blood. Because a lot of the time that's going to result in us playing a minion with 10 rage. They get pumped. Okay, where do I get some of the best return with it? Oh, 10's pretty decent. Although I guess one of these events may illuminate an object or something that I want to go to. So I may want to go to the events first. Fine. Oh. Just to have an aggressive ally out on the board already at the very start. Wait a second. The Kobold Guardian is an aggressive ally as well, and at the start of the hero's turn, you gain block equal to its spirit. Shield me. Shield me. Now I do actually want that card back in the store as well. That's incredible. Anyone living in the Empire would recognize this throne room. The adventurers stand before Magda, the Queen of Merival. She's summoned a mighty hero to be her champion. Only one may be granted this fate. Sorocco steps up to the throne, and instead of blocking, Sorocco's cards deal twice that much damage to the leading enemy. Replaces the Fortifying Brew with Berserker Brew, while Sifa stands up. Sifa is always enraged but loses 3 life whenever he plays a card. But I can't, right? I died last run because I tried. Oh, but 8 spirit and then is it damage? Loses 3 life whenever he plays a card. Boiling Blood gets invalidated by that as well, which makes it feel not particularly good. I could decline the offer. The problem is Sorocco is also trying to defend us. Instead of blocking Sorocco's cards, deal twice that much damage to the leading enemy. That's 32 damage on the stand behind me. It's 8 damage on guard. And wait, Sorocco's cards? Yeah, cards. Okay, so the Fortifying Brew would still block you. Obviously, the Cobalt Guardian would still block you. The Yak Hide would still block you. I can't turn this down, though. This is the first time I've seen this event. It's deeply interesting. So despite the fact that I've got things in my heart pulling me in the other direction, I'm going to take the Sorocco stepping up to the throne, and we're going to try and generate defense somehow. If I was trying exclusively to win, let me make this clear, I would decline the honor. But this is a new series, I'm trying to explore the new things. Sorocco steps up. Sorocco steps up to the throne. Magda lays her sword across his shoulder, and a torrent of magical energy pours forth into his flask, transforming the liquid within. Go, my champion, speaks Magda. Bring glory to the Empire. Sorocco blushes.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very Galadriel Gimli kind of situation going on right there. I'm feeling. There's another narrative down here, is there not? There is. The adventurers stumble over the abandoned remnants of an exploratory expedition. Upon approaching, they begin having visions of a place lost to time, the ancient city of Theria. We've already seen the Therian shield as one of the artifacts. The Roguebook must be playing some whimsical trick on them, but they soon realize they may have some control over what's happening, much like that of a lucid dream. While exploring in this otherworldly place, they find several points of interest. A tower, which raises a sky tower on a random nearby tile. Create a visible treasure on a random tile, the marble quarters. Build a visible alchemist on a random tile, or go to the armory and get the Therian shield. Whenever the equipped hero blocks, increase the amount gained by 1. That would have gone straight on Sorocco. Also, interestingly, I saw this interaction actually occur on Teak's stream. The Therian shield, when the equipped hero blocks, increase the amount gained by 1. So it would have increased the Fortifying Brew if Sorocco was in the front line from 2 to 3, because that is the equipped hero blocking. It would not increase the increase from Yak Hide. That makes sense, but it's worth having it nailed out, right, and spelt out so that we know for the future. I think maybe Marble Quarters here, or the Apothecary. The Apothecary is also really just damned good, because I would love to get some of your strikes out and just replace them with big defense right now. Yeah, let's get the Alchemist. An acrid, sweet smell overwhelms the adventurers as they enter what appears to be an ancient apothecary. Flasks of sparkling glass line its shelves, some filled with strange and bubbling liquids. Most of these are unrecognizable. Could some of these raspberries be lost to time? As Sorocco reaches out to grab one of the bottles, everything vanishes. The dream is over, but a smell lingers in the air. Actually accessible and justifies the choice that I made previously. Although we are also going to get brushes out of the elite fights, which we are going to be. I mean, we may as well take the elite fight now, unless we find enough gold to use the Alchemist. It wouldn't really make sense to do that first. Well, maybe it still does though. I don't know. It could. Because I don't know if I feel powerful enough for them. Oh my god, another hidden Feria well. I feel pretty powerful about that. I'm gonna just heal up before we go into the next fight. Just because, actually, maybe I heal up 2 times. No, I should leave some for after the elite fights. All right. Oh, whip crack and then follow the boss. Nice. Although stand behind me, he's not gonna block at all this turn. Let's give you your spirit. Tackling the enemy. I can charge the front. I guess I probably will, right? We want to take the damage on Sifa more than anyone else. You big damage. Make that attack. Actually, we don't want Sorocco in the front, so I just hit with my own hit. Dang. Fine, Sorocco's going back out front. Dang. Dragonfire is about to get very good. We use Dragonfire to get the front and then use Frenzy. I like it. We're just short of being able to use the Absorb Soul this turn. However... Oh, actually... No, that's going to be fine. Amplifies that to 19. Oh, but of course it doesn't block as well, so never mind. Oh, but the ally kills as well. I was all muddled up in that fight. Works out, though. We upgrade that. Some money, a brush, a Treasure. Gabrian Compass. Runes of Sight always reveal the gemstone if there are unrevealed ones left in the chapter. Love it. Great pickup. Let's go check out this Alchemist. Upgrade your Streaky. Barrage is an AoE and we don't have one yet. Can also be played for free.
Shiny.
Occasionally. Not commonly, but occasionally. I like that we have some AoE in the deck now. That was something I was a bit worried about. The lack thereof. The Clash Stone available, Lava Shield. Chosen One still feels really good. Honestly, any of the ones that increase the stuff of the affected ally, because the Cobalt Guardian is going to be the main way that we block right now, which terrifies me. I'm shaking in my little booties. But I think we can do it. Got to do the new thing, you know. 8. Okay, so if I do that from here, I can actually access that fight. Good. Not high value tiles, but it does get us to this. Okay. Let's start with the barricade. Good hit. And then it's just Dragonfire one of you and Absorb Soul on another. It's working. I'm glad that we have a giant block card on Sifa at this point. You know, in retrospect, feel pretty good about that. Excuse me? Oh, you target an ally with this and then it just attacks the front enemy. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Is that it?
It is. When you do that much damage, it is. 3 tiles in a straight line. Okay, so probably about down to here and then popping open the brush that we're going to get from this fight. Okay. I love Dragonfire right now. Just look at his damage. Look at his damage. My God, look at his damage. Dragonfire. Good. That works. Stand behind me. Oh, well, it also seems to have worked. Hits. Okay. Barrage can be played for free right now. Yeah, no reason not to. And we'll whip crack you, and then we'll make you attack. And then entrench. Having the 0 cost charge that makes a friendly spirit attack is not incredible, to be fair. But it does get Sifa back to the front, which matters. Because Sifa has the melee things Has 2 charge cards, 3 charge cards now? Steven's got a lot of charge cards. I wish I could absorb soul on your behalf, Sorocco. Alas. While we cannot, I will have to kill on your behalf. There is Scholar Shard, draw a card. That is one of my favorite gems. Just getting a card to draw a card. My god, is that valuable. Where does that want to go? Barrage? Dragonfire? Follow the boss? Just draw another card. Honestly, putting it in 0 cost is... like, putting it in something you're guaranteed to play is value. Dragonfire being free to cast at range and then pull you into the main area of the combat seems good to me too. Okay. Yeah, we still have those 3 tiles. Nothing else I desperately wanted to explore right here. Nope, makes sense. Pile of gold and... it's another pile of gold. Happens. This wasn't a 50, right? The second across... oh, it was. Promote. Give an aggressive ally 4 spirit. I really wish I could take Chosen One. But I... like, any spirit I can give is just more block every single turn. This is 4 block every turn. Costs 2, though. 2 is pretty expensive. But I don't know if I'm ever going to find more ally spirit gain. I have to take it. Just because I don't know if I'm ever going to find more of it, and I know that it is key to our build. Okay. Ooh! Tiki Palanquin. The front bearer, after the front bearer takes 25 damage, the Tiki Palanquin becomes weak until the end of the turn. The back one, if it takes 25 damage, the Tiki Palanquin becomes vulnerable until the end of turn. And then in the middle of the Tiki Palanquin, which has unity, everything is part of one creature, they share their HP total. So, stand behind me immediately weakens the enemy. Right? And then I follow the boss, drawing a card, getting to the front, and I have the ability to play the Entrench. Ooh, but maybe I don't. Maybe instead, I promote, just so that I can actually get the Cobalt Guardian going. Because I can take damage on Sifa here. We're going to be using our HP as a resource constantly. I really wish that I had, in retrospect, taken for Sorocco the instead of Boiling Blood. I wish in retrospect that I'd taken for Sorocco the heal 8 life at the end of each battle. Would have really helped. Let's barrage. AoE hits are damned good here. Whip Crack's gonna hit the front line. So we... what's the sequencing? We get you vulnerable by hitting the back line. Then I... Whip Crack. Okay. And then Frenzy for... just 24. Just 24. That's fine. I wish I got the double and ally spirit. Didn't have enough money. We got a lot of value out of that floor. I can't really complain that much, but I'm gonna complain anyway. Let's give you the spirit. Of course. Okay, weaken the enemy this turn by punching you. Makes sense. We've already overcome the incoming damage. So, sure. 16 damage to the front line, then. Nice. Well, we're making it out of this floor. Still feels like risky business for Sorocco not to be defending when Sifa... yeah, but yeah, look. We knew what risk we were taking in taking the Berserker Brew. It's new. Everything's new at the moment, to be fair, but turning that down was very much not new. Okay. Let's go. Click, Clicky, 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 clicky. Treasure. All the equipped heroes cards gain retain. That could be really good. Also, the Mask of Chaos. Whenever an enemy is defeated, gain energy and draw a card. That also counts minions. That makes the third floor a lot easier. And then the Mecha Turbine. Each turn, the first time you dissolve a card, gain 1. We don't really dissolve cards at the moment, do we? I'm going to take the Mask of Chaos. It was so good, and also energy is hard, and we need more. Oh, shucks. 3 more cards does... yeah, that gets us another skill. Dragonfire is good. Flame Blast is okay. Grimguard, though. Ally. Whenever you attack, gain block equal to this ally's spirit. The problem is it's not an aggressive ally, which means it's really hard for me to buff right now. Right? This one says, promote says, give an aggressive ally 4 spirit. And the other one gives 1 spirit, but if it's an aggressive ally, give 4 instead. Honestly, for that reason, I actually probably don't take that line and go for the Crystallized Farrier instead. You got me, game. Stand behind me getting cheaper consistently is nice, but I will go to the next floor before I do anything, just in case. We can see something in the next store. Excuse me. We can see something in the next store that wants that much, much more. Ogre Belt, whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. And then there's whenever the equipped hero takes damage, gain 5 block. Pretty good. Nodum, what do you got? Doom Strike. At the start of each battle, inflict 4 bleed on all enemies. I think that's incredible. Shoot him up's there as well. Yikes. Ogato, whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Kappa Bongo, 3rd time you land a hit in each turn, gain 5 block. I do like anything that's giving us more block, frankly. Shoot 'em up is also really good. Attack all enemies for 20. Whenever you defeat an elite or boss battle, this card permanently gains +5 attack. So it's an AoE that only gets more A and O and E as well. Sulfuric Barrier, gain 8 block, gain 8 rage, and then the upgraded version of it is gain 20 block. Honestly, like, cards for Sifa that block are worth a hell of a lot right now. Can I get any more information about this map from where I'm currently standing before I have to head on out? I don't think so. Let's go into our first... take a Vault of Wisdom. I want to look at the Vault of Wisdom first, the absolute least. I think I already know the kinds of things I want in my characters. Phalanx. So Phalanx is 22 damage for 1 energy right now, but it's up against Entrench, which is actually block, which is block that I can have. Block that I can have is pretty good. The thing is, I don't need that much of it. I just need enough. God, I wish I could take Phalanx here. 22 damage by base. 1 energy. So hard not to take that, but doesn't matter how much damage we do if we're dead. Corpses deal very little damage. Typically. Okay. Okay. Let's Dragonfire. Make sure I promote you. Throw out a Frenzy and a Defenzy. At least we're going to get more block on this turn, thankfully. Oh, definitely going to get more block on this turn if we start with an Entrench. Use a Barrage. Leaving Sifa in front does nothing right now, but it does spread the damage a little. May not be necessary, though. God. 1 damage away from killing the enemy there as well. Ow. Ow. Give him spirit.
Good. That was fun.
This is extremely different to any run I've had with either of these characters yet. Definitely appreciating that. If only there was 4 spaces. Wait, you always reveal if there's an unrevealed gem. You'll always reveal it. Is there another battle I can get to without having to do anything with my resources yet. Actually, there is, and it's this one right here. Okay, I am using resources, but it's not my brushes, I mean. Ah, the Yucca Bolt. This one's definitely damage. And then trench, absorb, strike. It's good, it's good. And we do have some AoE, which is more than none AoE, which would be a bad amount. Let's promote you, and then Trenchy. Guess I'll follow the boss on the one that does damage. Hey, Barrage is actually available here. And it's enough. Nice. To get us a decent amount of defense. Frenzies, 24 this turn, and then stand behind me is lethal. I mean, the minions themselves are lethal right there, or rather the allies. I do gotta remember, Sifa has a free heal for 4 every single fight. They're the one that should be taking damage wherever available. Oh my god. No, I can't use, no, the Sky Tower is gonna, it's gonna reveal a lot of the same space as the Sky Tower used in that position. Honestly, this might just be like there.
No, Fagoro! No, don't run away! Don't run away!
So far! Fagoro, why? What do you take? Oh my god, that's our most consistent block. Thanks, bud. You ever think about not being such a absolute dickling? No, okay, this is all good. That 13 also feels pretty decent. No, it doesn't. God, I think I'm gonna have to go down here, maybe. Maybe I start working my way to Fagoro. Yeah, I actually may just spend enough resources to get there. It does get Fagoro and a Super Rune and a Vault of Wisdom and a normal battle, but God, it's such expenditure. Okay, Fagoro, what do you got? There's, that one's mine. Himself's Quill. Whenever you consume an ink, reveal 1 extra tile at random. Okay. Let's go for this normal battle before I do anything else. Leaf. Dragonfly to the front. Entrench. Frenzy is a great card to cast on the opening turn. I don't want to kill you right now. I just want to get real close. Nope, this is not the turn for it either then. Let's crack. Actually, if we make you attack for 6 and then you attack for 6 again, you still don't kill that frontliner, that's good. The only problem is I can't actually generate that much defense this turn anyway. So you're doing 22 damage if you're on the board, but if I kill you, you only deal 20 by subjecting your damage into the other Fugu. Well, that's how it's gotta be, that's how it's gotta be. So maximum defense and damage this turn would demand that I defend, then guard, then block, then guard. Oh, but that actually gave me enough to then play the stand behind me instead. Which we do. Ow. Sorocco takes damage points. That'll end the combat for us.
What's next?
I don't know what's next, Sifa. Why don't you tell me? It's a pig that's fine-ish. I really haven't given myself the ability to actually get to any of the Sky Towers right now. Maybe I need to just pop this to try and get to one. That's not an ink, right? Doesn't count as an ink. Didn't count as an ink. Just wanted to see if it was going to show an adjacent tile. You know, theoretically could have. It didn't. And it probably wouldn't have. But theoretically. 17. Just looking for a particularly impactful space here, because I know that I can get another one pretty easily. Fine. Waste some tiles of the exploration there, but you gotta. What was in the shop that I desperately wanted? There was something, right? I mean, shoot them up if I'm about to start going for elites. I do want more AoE in the deck. Sulfuric barrier is fine too. At the start of each battle, inflict 4 bleed on all enemies. It's pretty good. Take and shoot him up. We're doing it. Gosh. All right, bud. Don't destroy me. Rapala. Enemy intends to use mage debuff. Absorb soul and defend for the damage. Nice. It is an aura of confusion. The hero in this position takes 3 damage when they play a card. Interesting. Interesting. So if I use Barrage, 15 damage, right, and we take this down to 1, then I use Frenzy and we move forward. So we don't actually take any damage on that hit, and then I can use Entrench for 17 block at the very end and then take 8 against that. So we'd have 10 block, and the rest of the damage is dealt to Sifa. I really wish I could do that with Stand Behind Me instead. Well, I could. That'd just be don't play Frenzy. Frenzy is 24 damage, Stand Behind Me is 30. 32. And that's what we do then. Unfortunately, I can't play Barrage.
Yeah.
Alright. Actually worked out pretty good. You are tripped. Your first card this turn costs 1 more. Charge 35. It's honestly probably just promote the Cobalt Guardian though and take the hit. Wait. What was this? Why am I targeting something past that point? Hang on. I can't see. I guess target an enemy? No, target you. Okay, so this is weird. And I'm taking 30 this turn. It's a pretty good debuff. I'm gonna discard a random card, unfortunately. It wasn't a damage card, that's fine. Big hit. Some hit. And then you're just gonna try and keep that debuff up, but that's okay. Can I absorb your soul, please? No? Okay. That's fine. Honestly? I may just leave myself in rage for the next fight. Seems the most appropriate thing.
That was a big one.
Leaves us with, ooh, another Clash Stone. You know I like those. Oh, that's not what I wanted, and that's exactly why I didn't want it. I clicked on that space without knowing that it was gonna, damn. Well, there's a gold fairy. Good to see you. This releases 2 more battles to us. We got Precisioning, Sonoga. Yeah, okay. Ooh, Orb of Faria. 1 extra energy every single turn now. Yeah, look, my damage is really good. We can take you out. Fate Spirit, big damage. Can't lose. Promote. I mean, promote's +9. Yeah. Although instead of striking for 6, we will block for 12 damage. Yeah, we got 2 more turns here. We're definitely comfy. Shoot him up. And then why not get the Cobalt Guardian to finish it off for us? Our victory is revealed to us. An absolute treasure trove of gold. Is it now time to take the sulfuric barrier? It has to be time eventually. Yep, that and the Kappa Bongo. Ooh, talent tier is unlocked. Dark Thoughts. Once per battle, click on Sifa to give him 10 range and movement to the front. Fortune. Vaults of Wisdom always offer a card with 1 random gem in it. Both heroes gain +1 power. Wow. With 1 gem in it. It's pretty good. Sure. We're probably going to take some more cards. In fact, let's look at some more cards to celebrate. Greed Shield. Melee, retain, gain block, equal to the size of your draw pile. Draw a card, discard a card. Interesting. There's also Goki over there, ally activate. I may just skip this. Greed Shield could be theoretically a lot of damage, though. Real rough gem. And I'd have to hold it for a really long time. Gives you second cycle, you want to cast it. Pass. Flamestoker. It's an aggressive ally that has additional size equal to the draw pile. There's another entrench available for us. Clash is just... That's actually 21 damage already. Maybe it's another entrench, though. Those are actually pretty damn important. I can make them cost 0 as well, which makes them very easy. Especially with the amount of charge that we've got in this deck. And then the precision gems. Can I use enough of those to get over to you? Yes. I'll do it. Found another hidden Faria well. Now we've got an epic Faria gem. Gain 2 energy on your first turn and 1 every other turn. Some pages, get some money. And the gem is charge combo. Charge combo. Use promote charge combo? That seems pretty good. Shoot 'em up being consistently cheaper, actually. That's probably the play on that one. And then promote becoming charge combo. I like that. I like that. Another card to get him to the front.
I'm keeping this one.
And the final is melee. I mean, look, that probably goes on a stand behind me or something like that. Or just on another entrench. Make it completely free. The thing is, energy is actually less of a problem right now. Like, we would need draw if we're really going to worry too much about energy. Yeah, I'm putting it on stand behind me.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Okay. Now that we've done all that, let's go to the Runes of Sight.
Where's my spyglass?
Nice. Very nice. Any more spy? Nope. Not that I can see. I care about the Sturdy Shell a little bit whenever the equipped hero takes damage, gain 5 block, because if multiple enemies attack you in a line, one of them deals small amount of damage, the next one deals a small amount of damage over the block, next one deals a small amount of damage over the block. Like, a line of enemies dealing 6 damage apiece, where you have 5 block to start with, you take 1 damage, you get 5 block, you take 1 damage, you get 5 block, you take 1 damage. You, like, nullify so much damage. That is obviously an optimal scenario for it, but... Yeah. Don't really like that one. Let's also see what the Super Rune sees right now. Another event up there. Do like events. Do I need to do anything else before I start plunging my way back into battles? Do I have a card that I want to duplicate right now? Honestly, it wouldn't be bad to just get another Dragonfire in here. It's good damage. It would be especially not bad to get another Whipcrack in here for more spirit gain. Although maybe we would want to get that through a promote instead. Right? Just for the sake of getting another Brood out? Deal 12 damage or get a Brood out? Actually, I think I care about the Whipcrack a hell of a lot more. Alright. Well, the reason I'm not going to the narratives right now is because a fair few of them that I've seen so far have some way to get extra value out of a specific card, whether it's not like give this card a gem or, you know, give it another socket or dupe the card, especially dupe the card is one of the reasons that I will hold off until I have a really good card. If I can, obviously. At some point, last floor, we decided, nah, just gotta pull the trigger and go.
Regain Cannoneer.
Okay. This melee is useful right now. Let's do that first. Then just front, make you attack. Draw a card. Yeah. Just throw damage at them. Eventually they gotta die, right? I mean, you'd think. And you'd be right. Oh, you're kidding me, actually. I set him at exactly a value where I'm not going to be able to absorb a soul. Oh, I ruined it for myself.
This is wasted.
Oh well, we could have got a little bit more health out of that, but it's okay. That's how it happens sometimes. Ooh, even more precision inks. They are really, really good with the Gabrian Compass, rather. Ah, the spawns of Itsanu. I know you. That can't be. It's that jellyfish that spoke to me all those years ago. Don't need to get it. Entrench him. It's a good block. I like that we're getting good block even before the Cobalt. Obviously, Barrage is really good this turn. Could be used from the front, though. Yeah, let's do that. Defending away to the front. Bearish. It's lethal on the frontliner, and then I get to follow it up with a Dragonfire to move myself to the front. Myself, in that instance, being Sifa. Use a Sulfuric Barrier to complete our defense and rage. And we're leaving ourselves in a position where, yeah, hopefully I can kill without having to use that rage. And we do. Nice. Honestly, we're taking a lot less damage than I thought I was going to. Thought I was going to be popping these Radiant Hearts like breath mints. Really want to get the Sturdy Shell. Alright, one more enemy. This is one where the AoE fight's going to be really good. Attack the leading enemy for 11 5 times, almost a kill on the Roko and Evolver immediately. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's kill you. Oh my god, we actually got... yeah. Cast a shoot 'em up, kill the bagliner as well. Get another card in there, thank you. Sulfuric Barrier and defend. Makes the fight a lot easier when everything's dead on turn 1. It's not the kind of thing that works super well against bosses, but scaling damage on a Cobalt Guardian works pretty well against bosses. Yeah, that's it. Got him. Thank you for the ink. Sure. I just don't want to reveal blank spaces. Steady shield and pop that on. Sifa. Sifa's in the front line far more of the time right now, let's be real. Oh, wow. Wow, I thought I had another elite. So I thought I was going to be standing here and popping a brush, but evidently, no. I could save all of this precision ink for the next floor, and I wouldn't be entirely surprised if I did. That ogre belt does seem pretty good, though, if I can get it. Oh. Okay, 3 precision inks for an ogre belt, as well as a ink and an event. Actually, if I remember there was an event up here, I was always going to do this. Okay. It's 2 or more. At time of cast? Like that happens once for Sifa? For not Sifa, for Sorocco? Are we at the point we take narratives? I think we are. Ooh, unless I take one last look at the store, one last cheeky peek over here. No, I was looking for a gem that I might want to put into the whip crack, just in case I started duping cards here, but I'm fine. The head of this massive blacksmith is a roiling torrent of flame. Its fiery visage shifts wildly into the rough shape of a face, long enough, blah, blah, blah. Socket the card of the choice, or gain a random gem. Get an extra socket in a card of our choice. Like, there are things that we could benefit from, but also, like, I could totally just put more sockets, more gems in other cards. I think we'll just scavenge the gem pile and get this ally gains +1 spirit. Great. I don't have any allies. I literally cannot put that in anything. I don't have any allies that aren't from just, you know, the Cobalt Guardian and then the effect of a card, rather. It have to be an ally card. Sorocco eyes the pile of rough-hewn gems next to the pile of discarded ore. The smith nods and carefully plucks out one of the stones with its tongs, handing it to the heroes with one of its many arms, rather. With that, it considers the service complete. Alright, what do you got, though? The heroes enter a blossoming forest glade. They find Marginata, the spirit of the Everlife itself. Here is a place of neutrality and power. Marginata will deliver boons to all who visit without fear or favor. Sorocco steps forward and gains a boon, or Sifa steps forward and gains a boon. It's probably Sifa, right? You're doing most of our stuff. Oh! So ask for healing, full heal, long life, 10 max life, or ask for a blessing. Gain 2 power, heal for 5 at the end of each battle. If the hero dies, the blessing fades. Pretty good. On second thought, let's have a look at what Sorocco would get. Same? Same. Okay. Well, we do give it to Sifa and we give the blessing. Marginata bends forwards, cracking off a piece of her celestial atlas. She places it squarely between Sifa's eyes, and it sinks into the skin. It shall remain there as long as Sifa lives. Sifa has obtained the blessing of Marginata. Ooh. Flame Spitter. This attacks all enemies. If there's a particularly rough AoE fight, I could buff that, I guess? No. Am I ever not going to buff the one that's going to be defending me for buffing it? I don't think so. Here it gains 3 power, dissolve, discard a card at random. I'd want to cast that at the start of the turn, but then it could discard the cards that I want to cast with it. Honestly, I could pass all of these as well. We're not paying for them just by looking at them, and we'll have more vaults to go to in the future. Speaking of, here's another vault to go to in the future. That's annoying. Flame Blast with draw a card is great. It has to be promote, doesn't it? It'd take 2 cycles of the deck, using both promotes each time before I would have too many brutes out on the field. It's +4 block every turn. I'm gonna say no. I shouldn't have done that. I should have said no. Whip crack? Make me feel okay about it? No? Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm happy not taking any of these. They're okay, but, you know, still could get more in the future instead. That's about this level for us, I think. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. I'm gonna heal up once before the boss battle, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case. I've explored as much as I need right now. Soul Eater. When anything dies, this enemy gains 4 power. Frenzy is really good on the first turn for us. Oh, wow, actually it'll kill the first enemy and then it start attacking the second as well. That's pretty rad. That's pretty rad. Although... although what we actually do is strike there, setting this up to be charge combo. We use charge combo. Now we're in the front line. Now we use the frenzy. That's pretty perfect. And then I can follow the boss to get a kill, drawing another card. Nice. Entrench is already set up. Bongos are not going to go off this turn. Sorocco does actually play a 2-cost there. I'll leave Sorocco in the front line. To deal 18 damage. 18, sorry, 16. It's fine. 32 incoming from the enemy. We're just going to be kind of like face trading them here. I feel like it's almost certainly just going to be a face race. Sword Soul to move forward. Trench to stay alive. Ish. God, I really wish I could double. Oh my god. Man, missing out on the first floor hurts. Sulfuric Barrier for 20 block on the turn the enemy's not attacking. Nice. Sounds good. Shoot him up and then stand behind me seems okay though. Also get Sifa out front to be the target who may receive a major debuff here. What was the major debuff? You ate our ally! I really wish it would tell you what some of those major debuff turns are, because it just doesn't. And you need to know stuff like that. If I hadn't have noticed instantly, I would, you know? Let's start with Overwatch. I'm going to promote you. Or Dragonfire for just more damage. I think I promote you. I think it's going to matter. And then it's Dragonfire, Sulfuric Barrier, and throw another defense. I like that our block hits are still counted by the Kappa Bongo. It's okay. More frenzy to move to the front. Take this damage for you. And actually, that's lethal, babe. That didn't take much. That... I don't know. Maybe... the entire time I've been like, okay, so we're gonna lose, but it's okay. I think we might actually win about it, though. Medallion of Insight. the start of each battle, inflict critical hit on each enemy. Urn of Gabria, at the start of each battle, gain 3. No, I already get 2 extra on turn 1. I don't have that much draw. Not going to be relevant. Crackthorn, each time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to a random enemy. It happens occasionally, not super consistently. Medallion of Insight's happy to be taken right there. Okay, then. Whirlwind, Frenzy, and Mortars. Or Acorn of Plenty. Start a battle. Shuffle 2 copies of this into your deck with no gems. Oh my god. That actually might be our way of getting more whip. God, does it want to be more Whipcrack or does it want to be more Dragonfire? Dragonfire is upgraded. Dragonfire is big. God. Dragonfire is too big. Dragonfire is too big not to take this and just plop it in that bad boy.
I'm keeping this one.
The Ancient Lands of Tarvarin. Chapter 3. All right, Nadam. What do you got? What's the legendaries? Cephas. Okay, let's go with these first. Fire Breath, AoE, and we've seen it before. Horde Shell. Melee, gain 8 block. Whenever you gain a treasure, permanently increase the block value by 3. That would have been great if we got it earlier on. Gem of the Scholar is always good, regardless, though. Flame Blast, we've seen it before. Krog's seen it before as well. Cepha's Wrath. Attack for 4. When Cepha becomes enraged, add this to your hand. And its upgrade in Rage is attack for 8. Does not use up Cepha's Rage. Neat. It's pretty damn neat. Whenever a card grants you an energy, gain an additional energy from the Flame of Ignis. Whenever you draw a card, gain a block. Again, not going to work with Ethereal Shield. It's not going to work with the Berserker's Brew or anything like that, because this will be for the party. But that's 5 block every single turn. At least. Magna's Rose, at the start of your turn, draw a card, cost 0. Attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block is also kind of funny, but I don't think we really generate enough block to do that consistently. Singularity, this costs 3 less. I don't know if I'm going to see anything that's really going to make that worthwhile. Gem of the Skull looks really good here right now. Anything increases our velocity through our deck. Or Aurora's Teacup. This hero gains 10 max life, fully heals the hero when taken. And then on the other side, there is the whenever the hero plays an ally, gain a power. We still don't play allies. We use allies, certainly, but don't play them. All right, Vault of Wisdom. Show me a gem and a good card. Meat Shield. Gain 8 block. You may sacrifice an ally to gain 10 additional block. It also gains 4 block. Do I need it? I don't think I need it. It's not bad. It wasn't bad, to be clear. I would sacrifice those brutes. I don't think I need it. I'm gonna have to go up here so I can find the paths over to the Sky Towers. I'm just gonna straight up use ink and precision ink to get to a Sky Tower as soon as I can. The problem here is I might get an ink from this battle, and well, I do get an ink from this battle, and if the ink doesn't stack with any of the inks I currently have, then I might have to sacrifice some stack. Oh god, that was rough. Sulfuric, and then stand behind him, and then give him a barrage, and then maybe a sulfuric barrier. Get ourselves into rage. Attack one more time. Okay, so the enemy lost 130 life on their first turn. Feeling pretty good about that. 20. That's really annoying. Shuffle 2 copies of this into your deck. The copy in your deck should definitely count the damage from the previous elites and boss battles that you've killed. If you draft this newly, right? So if you get a new copy of this in the deck, obviously it doesn't count the elites and boss battles you've already done, but it's copies of this card. So we just diluted our deck with trash by putting the Acorn of Plenty in that. That shouldn't have happened. I hope that gets changed. All right. Well, Guess we'll just big block then. Ugh. Command Dance. At the end of each turn, the hero loses 2 life for each stack of Command Dance they have, reduces his attacks whenever they swap. Okay. I thought it was going to be more of a fire thing. It was going to be just the position. Give it to the frontliner there. Whoop. Looks like it's failed to load a texture over the top of that one too. Absorb Soul, shoot him up. We should shoot him up, definitely. And then Absorb Soul, get our kill. Nice. Oh, thank heck. It's a pigment. That actually, I can still collect that. Hell yeah. Okay. That was not ideal. I'm certain there was a better way around that. That was much faster not to find. I don't care about the speed as much as I would like to be able to record more than 1 episode of this each day so that I can publish it daily. You know. Let's take the Radiant Hearts over there. I really want to get to the other one as soon as possible as well. So then we start fighting normal battles, getting inks and stuff. That'll do it. I mean, I could just go to events as well. That's fair. Ooh, that's both of our AoE cards in our opening hand. Typically can't attack the backliner here, but it's got critical hit, so we'll take double damage from the first hit, so. That'll do it. And then stand behind me, the damage. Okay, and then Dragon Fire. Goodbye.
Good. Is that it?
It's good. It's good. 3 tiles in a straight line, eh? So 3 tiles in a straight line gets us that normal battle, which is damned good. Starts moving us down to the Aurora Teacup, which we probably want to get. Not hugely important, but probably. Oh, hello there. Would you like some? Oh, never mind. I seem to have lost my teacup. Yes, I remember now. Have you seen my teacup? Ah, perfect. We're gonna unlock the 4th character here. Hell yeah. That's gonna give us a character to choose quite easily at the start of the next round. Yeah, I guess we do the 30 damage with the barrage under that. Well, actually, no. Maybe I just whip crack and try and kill the front line this turn. That seems a lot better, actually. Yeah, just reduce the fields by 1. And then I can barrage. Still 30 damage on the back line. Still pretty good. Ooh, Frenzy. Have we got lethal? Mm-hmm. We do. Yeah, we'll do it.
This is wasting my time.
I really don't feel as threatened as I, was absolutely certain I was going to be. Okay, we'll use precisioning to move 1 space over, so that then the ink down here. Look, I just want to get the unlock quest done.
This looks familiar.
But that's
Don't
Sorocco.
mind if I do.
Hey. The ancient creature sniffs the air. Is that? Oh, have you found my teacup? She brightens, filled with new energy. Thank you, child. Will you help an old lady find her way out of here? I can't really do an old lady voice, so that's what we get for Aurora Mythmaker right there, at the absolute least at the moment. All right, well, the wisdom, what you got in? Oh, this does have a gem in. The gem is just +1 to it. Spirit Spice. Draw 2 cards, put 2 cards atop your deck. Mark for critical hits. Skip. Pretty unimpressed by those. Mountain Fist. Damage equal to your block. The front line. No. Cyclone Lariat. Attack for 8 whenever you block this turn. We don't gain block that many times. Teamwork's fine. 20 damage to the front line, 1 energy. Actually, that's even worse. We've seen a lot previously of, you know... Actually, hang on. That's a really good... Oh, that's value right there. We've seen a lot in the past of 1 energy that dealt 20 plus. So, hard to see value in the previous one. Ritual Strike. Melee combo. Attack for 10. Gain 3. Discard a card at random. Discard a card at random. The problem is, again, it's something... It's discarding a card at random, but I would want to play it before I play anything else, because it is a card that is going to give us energy. I think I skip again. I'm being real picky, but I can afford to be right now because we're already winning. Sulfuric Barrier, ranged. Gain 8 block, gain 8 rage. I'll move us to the front. Do the block card. Don't know if I need that either. All right, Alchemist. Time for you to transform one of Sifa's base strikes, I think. God, I kind of want to, like, just get the Dragonfire out because it's... not because it's bad. Not because it's bad, to be clear. It's not bad. The extra copies in the deck, pretty bad. But the base version, really, really good. The only reason I would want to get rid of it is literally just to unclutter my mind because just looking at it makes me sad. All right, Strike, get out of here. Add this to your hand at the start of the game. I guess I can think twice there, sure. Don't love it, but yeah, it's better than the Strike. And then I do want to try and make my way out in the other direction, but there's a normal battle down here. We go to the normal battle first. Hopefully we get like an extend by 5 or something like that. Shoot 'em up's such a good first card. It sets up for a charge combo there, which sets up for a combo here. Nice, and then we can use this to get back to the front line. 13 2 times, so 1, 2, 3, it's the backliner, Dragonfire, kill. I need to know what the final boss is doing soon. Noble Ink? Hey, that's 4 spaces. I asked for 5. It met me in the middle. I don't know what that boss is going to be until the very end, unfortunately. 4 spaces up here, and then I'd blow up, but I'd still be 1 space away, unfortunately. Unless maybe I want to start trying to explore down here. Like 4 spaces up there, and then explode here, getting the ability to get that Tiki Totem as well as a normal battle. I like that. Not that that matters at all, the Tiki Totem. But we get the normal battle. I'm going to draw 2 cards first. Okay. So the hit from my ally did not count. Good. That's going to count. Yeah. Should have thought about that. Oops. Oh, shit's fine. So reasonably, I'm going to be using Sulfuric. This turn? At the end of this turn? Start of this turn? Let's use it at the start of this turn, actually. Gets the Dragonfire up. So next turn, it's going to be really easy for me to kill a Bombot, get an extra energy and a draw. AoE cards would be really nice. Hey, that's an AoE card. Perfection. Stand Behind Me is also really good here, but lowers its cost on melee, but can't really be cast from melee. Whip crack's not bad either. Let's stand behind me. Okay, and then the promote is one less. Okay. Gosh. I'm lining myself up right now to take damage, aren't I? Just so that I can get another whip crack off on... Well, no. No, take less damage. That's probably the better way to go about that one, I think. Feels like curses in the deck right now. I know they're not, but it feels that way, you see. Actually, more damage. All right. We're back into the second cycle here, so AoE is back on the menu. Finally found you. And that'll do it. Because that's minions, so it'll die too. We get our full heal. And run on down to the fight. 5 spaces in a straight line. Yeah, I feel like we chose correctly previously then. 5 spaces in a straight line. Boom. You directly in our way. Alright. Well, I have a lot of money right now. I should go and get something. Drawing an extra card and it costing 0 is so nutty. Alright. Fight me, Elite. Oh, it's this one. This is actually pretty bad. That's a good attack this turn, though. Your first hit this turn does double damage. So I don't think Frenzy first is ideal here. I think it is just the Dragonfire. Although Frenzy first is 39, this is 38, so the safety play here makes a lot of sense. It's also going to summon a lot of nerds. There they are, the nerds have appeared. They will also give us more energy and the ability to attack back, so as soon as I get an enemy card, this just kind of gets funny. Actually, the Frenzy right now kills all 3 of them. Actually, that's hilarious. Should have used the Follow the Boss first for an extra energy. Somehow I don't think energy is going to be my problem this turn. Or the hunch. Get you with some Dragonfires. And then we can absorb Soul, maybe. I'm setting up for a Barrage, obviously.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Cool. And Barrage to veteran them all. Draw 3 cards, gain 3 energy. This fight is a legitimately huge part of the reason that I think the Mask of Chaos is incredible. Because I've died in this fight just to not being able to really do anything except for kill the minions that are coming out. Don't want to do that ever again. Not a fun experience at the time. 30 damage feels pretty good right now. Because I can't do too much damage to the enemy and then play a shoot 'em up or anything here, unfortunately. Actually, that 2 damage gets you to summon an enemy, and then I can shoot him up, get an extra energy out of that at least.
Like filthy Coens.
Charge combo on you, and then entrench. Full block. Good fight. Or good turn, at least. Fight's not necessarily over just yet. To be clear, it almost certainly is, but not necessarily. Stand behind me.
Alrighty, Sin.
give you spirit. Go to the front. Or kill the front. 7 damage. Oof. Feels bad. We defend, get to the front, and then we entrench and entrench again.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, I know I put my vulnerable back out front, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And that'll be that combat for me, bud. Upgrade all of our cards again as well. Red Diamond. When this blocks, deal twice as much damage to the leading enemy instead. We put the Red Diamond in Sorocco at the start. That's what happened. When this blocks, it won't block though. Oh man. I don't know if I want to put that in anything just yet, at least. We go here and blow that up. Access the Sky Tower. Another Hidden Fairy Well. Oh my god, we're actually going to go epic. Gain 2 energy on your first 2 turns and 1 every other turn. I think 1 more gets it to legendary status where it's like 2 energy every turn. Alright, bolts. Combo, draw a card. If you have 0 cards, draw 2 cards instead. I'll take it. So the big reason I'm taking that one right there is because putting draw 3 cards in it would be very good. We'll probably end up being able to afford that.
What's over there?
And also it's got even a second gem slot in it, so if we find like another... This card's attacks deal double damage. Shoot 'em up doesn't have a slot. The Acorn of Plenty is taking the position where this could go. Huh? I hate you so much. Get out of the deck. Get out of the deck. Get out of the deck. I don't want you here. You're ruining everything. This card's attacks deal double damage. It may just be put it in Barrage. I don't want it there, to be very clear. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta do it when you gotta do it, you know? I'm gonna try and buy myself as much time before I have to make that garbage decision as possible. Okay, 3. We should be able to get us into a much better position for... Ooh. That'll do it. 3 down from here, and then pop. 12. Well, we got a Vault of Wisdom in the absolute least. Phalanx is 22 damage for 1 energy, but that's actually pretty low for us right now. How far are we from 22 cards? Maybe I should take a card just to have another one.
I'll take that.
Just because 22 would be nice if I can get it. Oh, there's the shoot 'em up. Good hit. Okay. All aggressive allies attack. Well, I may not want to cast anything with C for this turn. I may even try and leave it so that I get to keep my rage. This whole fight. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably reasonable. Worst case scenario, I just wimp out and throw the Dragonfire, but that's okay too. Yeah. Yep. We get 10 raids at the start of the next fight anyway. Precision inks are always pretty nice. Got one more elite. Okay. Not that much space left up there. Not too much more left down here either. That was pretty unideal, but another card at the absolute least. Unstable Concoction. Gain 8 energy. Dissolve every card you play this turn. I don't think we can. I think it's Ogre Soup or Sulfuric. Honestly, it's probably just Sulfuric Barrier. These are 2 rares, and I'm just turning them down right now because the deck is already really, really consistent. But it dissolves every card we play this turn. It's great.
Seems good, man.
Malice. Whenever an enemy takes damage, see if it gains a rage. Bouncer. If you have block at the end of the enemy's turn, add a headbang to your hand, and then a hardy at the end of each battle. Both heroes heal 3. I would have gone for that earlier. I'm going for Malice now. Malice now, thank you. Then it's just fight another elite, use that brush, and then run. So it looks like I'm not actually going to get enough gold from the rest of this map in order to get the Scholar's Gem, the draw 3, or Super Scholar Gem, whatever it is. Gem of the Scholar, right? Because the other one is Scholar's Gem, is it not? Scholar Shard. And then, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Fight me, elite. Ground Shaker. For every 5 cards played in a turn, deal 12 damage to the leading hero. Remaining plays 5. Oh, right, yeah, that's just 0 costed from Magda's Rose. And Think Twice would blow that up, so we use Shoot 'em up first. Just get the damage out of that possible. 70 on the first hit, it's good. We've got combo. We have... Yeah, we'll only get 1 rage from it, that's fine. But it sets up for the other combo. Then we can entrench. Okay. Entrench game. And then frenzy. I'll put Siva back out front. No, I get the rage if I leave it here. In a turn. Okay. Also, remaining card plays. Why both of the garbage? Dragonfire. I mean, I should definitely promote you. And then start getting more rage from Sulfuric Barrier. Hey, actually, hang on. Whenever an enemy takes damage, Sifa gains a rage. You took a hit against your block. And that counted as damage. That's inconsistent with other effects in the game that I've seen. I think. Because I can't remember the effect. Pretty sure. 3 plays left. So we'll just like... Rush. And guard? Yeah, that's got to activate on final play. Yeah, definitely. So put that guard there instead. 56. Alright. Certainly damage. Oh, right, because we have Sifa in front. It'll be less when we swap. Okay, let's swap then. It's still not that much less. Oh, are we actually going for lethals here? Yep. Down behind him. Phalanx. Kill him. End that fight. Start the next. Whoa, money. Of course it's not enough. No, it's enough! It's enough! We got the Gem of the Scholar now! Hell yeah. First time you discard a card each turn, draw a card. I don't really discard cards, but if I had any... Wait, do I have a discard card in here? I do. Focus Gem. Let's put that in... Because we can choose the card it discards, which makes it a lot easier for us to play. Yeah, I guess I'll put it there. Might as well, right?
Shiny.
And then Gem of the Scholar, draw 3 more cards, and that also goes in Devil's Rest. Just get to casually fill my entire hand with that one card, please. Okay, what does the most damage? That has slots in it, rather. Might be Phalanx. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's not great in anything else, so I might as well try it right now. Okay, well, never mind. It doesn't work from the outset. Maybe it's just in Whipcrack? I guess so. Or Absorb Soul, but it would have been Absorb Soul much earlier if it was going to be Absorb Soul. Right,
Nice
Whipcrack. This card blocks, do damage instead. I want to see, is that going to double dip on Phalanx? I don't think it will, because the card doesn't block, but also I don't really want to lower any of my other defenses, such as the Entrenches. And then there's a Gem of Growth, which we can't really put into anything. Final thing we do is blow up an area. What with the brush and all? 10? Look, could be a lot worse. We take a lick of gold there, and then head on out. All right. Don't hard counter me. I haven't got the ability to see what you do on the first floor yet. Oh, it's greed. That's okay. We generate a lot of energy. We don't play infinite cards. I like the first option is draw infinite cards. Let's promote you definitely. Okay, and then that'll set up for... Wait, one sec. Heroes cards cost plot 1 to play. Oh yeah, that's always going to cost 1. Makes sense. Devil's Rage is going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. So I should empty some more stuff out of hand before we do it. This is in melee as well. This is where it gets its most block. Are we really gonna do that in the Devil's Rest? I do want a Devil's Rest. Maybe I have to Devil's Rest now. I don't love these cards. I'm gonna do it. The defend, I guess. Do another card afterwards. Thankfully, it did draw the Dragonfire, and the Dragonfire is going to do double damage, so we're going to do 100 damage on turn 1. Ish. Which is good enough. That'll be enough for the turn. I can't just start playing those doomed coins and be doomed. Hey, just see the effect of the sturdy shell popping on in there? Okay, let's shoot him up. Good damage. It's Whipcrack. Also good damage. I need to see what the Phalanx is. Well, do I? Because Frenzy is 30 damage. Phalanx is 22 at least. All right, Phalanx. 44. It is actually doing it 2 times. But the card isn't blocking. When this blocks, deals twice as much damage to the leading enemy instead. This also says, instead of blocking, they deal twice as much damage to the... Okay. Okay. I appreciate that they stack with one another, but given some of the specificity the game has had, I didn't expect it would. A lot of these early episodes are going to be me exploring and trying to trying to come to terms with the mechanical nuances of this game. And that will mean making suboptimal decisions just so I know, does this work like this? Because in the future where I need it to work like that, I need to know that it will work like that. That works, I think. Unstable concoction adds another unstable concoction to hand, and we possibly, I mean, it's not bad. It's not awful. Let's do it. Get concocted. It's also another one that I don't even have to play this turn. I could leave that for another turn. I'll just leave that for another turn then. I'm pretty happy to get rid of the sulfuric barrier.
Yeah.
Just one short. Nice. That's actually really good because now I can choose to make you attack and then I get the extra rage for it. It's absorb, then barrage. Good. We leave you in rage, and we've burned out a lot of the cards that we don't want to play necessarily that many times. Honestly, any of the cards that just aren't giving us more power on our spirit, basically. Nice. Also pretty good to come into this turn with the promote already with the 10 rage. It's great because this is defending us and it's also doing our damage, so focusing on just it simplifies the surface of the game for us a little bit here. So much draw. Get some cards out here before we do that. That'll do it. Discard the defend that I'm definitely never going to play here. Unstable concoction, and then I can play the rest of the hand. Doom coin. Unstable concoction. Oh, we played the original one. Oh, it doesn't dissolve. I could have sworn that the unstable concoction dissolved itself. It does not. Okay, well, interesting. I didn't know that, and now I do. Get him with a phalanx. Actually, you know what? Let's get him with a card. The first card we drafted.
Stand
Oh, hang on. We're gonna strike first. There we go.
stand behind me.
It feels good to flex all over the enemy who destroyed me in my first episode. Feels good. Congratulations! You've completed Roguebook's epilogue level 1. We got ourselves 78 sweet pages for our efforts, as well as some nice levels on our characters. And we've unlocked Rage Mind. Draws 4 cards. See if it loses life equal to your hand size. The Rage version is drawn until your hand is full. Brimstone Needle. See if it loses 5 life. Attack for 25. Attack for 35. Yep, that makes sense. Volley. Attack a random enemy for 1. Attack again for each power Sorocco has. So stacks. Headbang, headbang, headbang. Volley. I like it. Master Stroke. Gain 5 block. Add 2 random cards from your discard pile to your hand. That's just very effective in terms of card draw right there. Knight's Pauldrons. The first time in each battle, the other hero would take lethal damage. Swap the heroes and gain 12 block. We wouldn't have used it so many times so far. However, is it going to show us? No, it's not going to show us. We would end up using it a lot more with Aurora, which we'll see in the next episode. I don't necessarily have to preempt as much as that. But what I definitely do have to do is make sure that, yes, final boss. Reveal the final boss each time you enter the Roguebook. So now I will know that the final boss is the greed boss or whatever else it should happen to be. Choose an additional gem when finding one. Choose from an additional gem when finding one, not choose an additional gem. Sorry about that. Gain a random gem at the start of each run is also really good. Start each run with random ink. I want things that give us a faster start as well. Ooh, another gem. Actually, I can get that and the pocket ink. Beautiful. Start chapters 1 and 2 with a random additional ink. Interesting. Second bonus gem is just a second bonus gem at the start of the battle. Start of the run, rather. Unlock an additional talent tier. I don't have to focus on that just yet. Eventually, yeah. Just yet, not necessarily. I think we're fine with that, and then just hold the rest of the value for the moment for future upgrades. But, for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Roguebook. There is a series playlist currently displayed on the screen, as well as YouTube's recommendation for the next video that it thinks you should watch. Also scrolling by are the names of the generous folks supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And then there's links up there too. Enjoy yourselves and see you next time.